So, so I thought of asking you one profound personal experience which you already told about your son. Is it
Yes.
about your son only, or is it?
Yeah. So usually people don't connect with nature. So
Yes.
in today's world, nature is something that people don't want to, because we live in apartments.
Yes.
They're
If they get
closed.
some Saturday, Sunday, they want to go to pubs. They want to get.
Yeah,
They are seeing happiness outside.
outside.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically, the happiness is how many people like me, how many people appreciate me, am I popular,
Yes.
how many likes I get. So, how many people are like, it's always
It's
dependent on
all
others, how they perceive you.
exactly.
So, nature is something that tells you you are who you are. You don't need anyone to tell you you are great, you are happy. So that's why you want to always be connected with nature. So one profound experience is with nature was Iceland. How nature answered me was my profound experience.
Yes. Yes.
Nature doesn't mean only trees,
Okay.
even insects.
Yes.
I have a very profound connection with insects. I don't know why. I feel insects come to me to give me an answer. So whichever insect comes to me tells me that you have grown,
Something. Yes.
you
Okay.
have transformed in this stage. So I see cicadas, I see dragonflies, colorful ones come to me. Blue, yellow, red, I can show you pictures.
Physically?
Yes, they come to my home.
Seriously?
Yes, and wherever I am, they come. When I go to my mom's place, they come to my mom's place.
Oh.
So when I started believing in insects and I started sharing with my mom, it started coming to her because she started believing in it. So she gets all kinds of what is that, moths, colorful moths, big moths just come and sit on her hand and they crawl. I can show you those pictures too.
Okay.
So when she started believing in insects, from when I told her, insects started coming to her.
Okay.
They actually fly on her, sit on her. The butterflies just touch her shoulders and go. Sometimes when I'm sitting in my balcony, a butterfly comes by from nowhere. I'm worrying. It just comes, looks at me. I look at it. We make eye contact for some time. It flies. It touches me here, and flies away. It will come to me like as though it came to tell me a message, and then it will fly away like as though after touching me, it will fly away like as though my work is done, you're fine now. So those kind of things, I realized that insects also talk to us,
Yes.
not only trees.
Trees. Yes.
So one important, where I connected with the insects. So when I was moving to India from US after staying 16 years, me and my husband had a lot of fights.
Okay.
He was in a dilemma. He wanted to go all his life, all the time we were in US. We were always planning to go back and settle in India. But when the time came, he was nervous.
Yes.
His job life, how kids will settle, all those things were running in his head. So we had a lot of fights, and I was always worried. I didn't know what answer to give him. Every time he asked me, "Will we be fine there? What guarantee can you give me?" So I'm always that person who has to do something, you know. So I was just sitting outside there worrying. We just booked our tickets to India, and then we have come to India so many times in these 16 years, at least 10 to 11 times to meet our parents, right? None of the time our tickets were cancelled.
Okay.
But when we booked our last ticket to India, guess what? It got cancelled 3 times.
Okay.
Can you believe that? 3 times. Not because of COVID. Some random reasons. Like as though they couldn't find one of my kids' ticket, or they lost something, or something from their side. And then when everything was okay, the last time when we went, rebooked for the third time, we all got COVID.
Oh.
So because we were roaming in the airport, this was like to 2022. So almost the COVID was ending at that time, and we were coming. COVID was not that
Yes.
that bad that time. So we were not fearing COVID too.
Yes.
So I was like, what's happening? My husband is like, see, you told me that our life will be good when we go back to India. And I prepared for it. I booked the tickets. 3 times it got cancelled. So God is telling us that we are not supposed to
Yes,
go.
it's a sign also. People
Yes,
think that it's
people
a
think
sign
a
from
normal
universe.
person
A
will think.
normal person will generally think like that. If
Yes,
something gets cancelled again and again,
they will
it's very
think.
natural.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, he's also right. So I started believing he's right. And I just sat in the balcony. Our balcony is raised, like 2 floors raised. So I was just sitting there. I was so worried, so worried. I was literally about to
So
cry.
even you were confused about it.
Yes, it was a dilemma. I was like, okay, should we go or not? We already packed. We sent our container to India.
Oh,
That
okay.
is also gone. But
Okay.
still, we are thinking whether to go or not. My husband was in the verge of like asking them to return the
Return the
container.
container. Okay.
So I was like, what is this? We are already moving. So it was like really, we were like standing in that verge of, falling. So I just stood there and I'm like, what's going on? And then a cicada was, it's an insect.
insect.
Cicadas rarely come
Okay.
near
Yeah,
humans.
I think in India,
No,
do we get it?
no, I've never seen.
Okay.
Those come out only during certain seasons.
Okay.
During fall
Okay.
time.
Because even I don't know, I never heard of this insect.
Yeah, so it came there. I was sitting in the balcony. It came to the balcony. It was shouting. I didn't realize it. I was deep into my worries and I was thinking so much. It has been shouting for almost like 1 minute. I could hear it, but I was ignoring it. It got louder and louder and louder and louder and louder, so loud that it caught my attention.
Okay.
Like, what the hell is this? What insect is shouting like that? It's not a cricket, it's like screeching on top. If you go and Google, you'll see it's one of
Yes,
the
definitely,
insects
I'll see.
that screams for mating.
Okay.
So it came and it was screaming so badly. Then I started looking everywhere. It was just sitting right there and looking at me. I was looking at it and like, my goodness, this small creature is shouting so much. I immediately called my boys, look at it, how it's screaming, and then they just laughed at it and went away. The minute they saw and went, and I took a deep look at it. Whenever I see an insect, I do eye to eye contact. So I just kept looking at it, and as far as I can, I kept looking, and afterwards, 30 seconds, it flew away. And then I went and did my own work, everything. Oh, it was in around evening at 6 o'clock. And then I'd made dinner and put all my kids to sleep. And then I went to sit in meditation at 9 o'clock in the night. And then this question pops in my head: why did that insect come? Why did it shout? Why were you worrying? What was that coincidence? While you were worrying, that why did that insect was screeching so much? So that question kept popping in my head throughout my meditation. 1 hour I meditated.
Okay. But
That thoughts were like
continuously.
continuously, it was hitting my head from nowhere. I stopped meditation. There's something, that was my intuition, I feel. Some voices were telling me. So I went to Google and I started studying what
Exactly.
cicadas are, how they live their life. So cicadas are creatures that live underground for 15 years.
Okay.
They hide themselves in loneliness, and when they come out, they shed their skin. And while they shed their skin, they go through tremendous pain.
Oh.
So as they're coming out of that ground level, they shed and they come out screaming in pain. And because they are out, they are so happy. They scream, scream, scream in joy to mate and start their life
again.
happy life. So they scream in the top of their voice that the female cicada has to come to it. It doesn't go in search. It has to come to it. So that's when the life starts. So I was like, okay, I understand this. How is it related to me? Then I started relating my life to the cicada. So exactly 15 years I lived in US in loneliness, no connection with my relatives. I almost lost contact with my sister. My in-laws don't care about us. And then no cousins. Everybody's there. I have lots of family, but nobody bothers. Nobody calls me. We are all by ourselves. So 15 years of loneliness. Now that we want to go back, we are undergoing this pain of canceling the tickets, COVID, and everything. So that is the pain.
That
The cicada, whatever it shed, we are going through that
the pain right
shedding
now.
pain.
Yes.
So that is called cleansing. So when we move to one transformation to the next transformation, the pain happens. When we are out of that pain, the life becomes better. So I related myself to the cicada, and the cicada coming and screaming in front of me till I noticed it was a message to me.
To you, yes.
That your life will be fine. You're going through cleansing process. So you need to bear this pain with patience. Have all the patience that you can. Support your husband. Do not fight. Those kind of things. I was
Yes.
talking to myself,
Yes.
So I understood the whole picture. And then I got a strong feeling. And then I got a smile on my face. And then by 10 o'clock, I was clear. And then the next thing was, I started crying. I'm like, I started crying. I was like,
Is it
why
happy
me?
crying
Yes,
or
happy crying.
Okay.
So I was like, why me? Am I special? Why should a cicada come to me? An angel came into cicada to give me a message. I was asking the universe.
Yes, you were asking the universe about why things are
Yes.
happening that
Why?
way. And
How?
it had to respond to you.
Yes, really, I deserve that answer. I was just sitting there
So
10
happy. You were
minutes.
so happy,
Yes.
and out of happiness, you were like crying.
Yes, I couldn't stop. I cried and cried. So much emotions like joy and all that thing just overflowing. I cried for 3 hours till I got tired and I slept.
Okay.
And then I called my mom and I said, why did I cry for 3 hours? And she's like, oh, you cried for 3 hours? What happened? Nothing happened. I just cried out of joy. And then she told me, I think you went through cleansing process. So you're going through pain, and that cleansing happened through tears. So you are cleansed now. So from now everything will be fine. Just follow whatever nature takes you. So after that we moved and things are going fine. My boys are cured. I don't have any fear of relatives. I love crowd. I've made amends with my in-laws, my sister-in-law, my sister, everybody. I have a good relationship with everyone now. I don't have enemies.
Okay.
Some people do hate me, but I'm just waiting for an opportunity for them to come to me so I can take them closer and forgive them and accept them.
Accept them.
So I have no enemies. So I faced all my fears and I'm still working on it. So that way insects also have helped me.
Exactly.
So yeah, I keep looking for insects.
So obviously, if you say something nature, a word like nature, people generally relate it to only trees,
yes.
greenery, anything green.
Yeah.
They don't specially think about insects, but insects are also part of nature.
Yes, yes.
So that's seriously like touching and very wonderful, the stories you told me. Even right now, I'm also motivated to meditate actually. Daily I do meditate, but I just feel gratitude. I just feel thanks and all. But the way you are, in the sense, I think I'm doing something very different. I think I'm just de-stressing myself. I think the thing which I am doing right now, I don't think I don't think it as a meditation.
Right.
I think I'm de-stressing myself. Definitely, I'll take some classes with you. Post this, definitely, really, because even I want that kind of, the kind of, what do we say, tranquility, peace, whatever we want to achieve in life.
Yes.
See, money is very, what do we say? People think that if they have money, they are very successful. But it is, I don't accept the fact that if someone is rich, they are, sorry, if someone has money, they are successful. It's not like that, right?
No.
Success is being in peace with yourself, being happy with yourself. So I think internal happiness matter a lot.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
and it is, and we can achieve it through meditation. Very simple, very free, cost free, right?
Yes.
Because there are so many things which are selling out there in this present world, that do this meditation and they charge this much so heavily.
Right.
This also has become a business. But understanding the simplicity, that meditation is simple,
Yeah.
is something that I've learned from you. Or else, even in the past, I have to admit it, I almost, for a 7-day session, I paid 4,000 rupees
Wow.
on how to meditate.
Oh.
But I got zero knowledge on it. I was even more confused.
Yeah.
After taking all those classes,
Yes.
I found it so hard because they taught so many techniques that I couldn't do them
Right,
on a
right.
regular basis.
Yeah.
So many, I don't even remember. This happened like 4 years back.
Okay.
I was I wanted to meditate, but I didn't know how. So there were some gurus which were teaching, and I fell into that prey. I gave them 4,000. I got the classes, but I didn't find them very useful. Right now, I think most of the people are going through this stage.
Yes.
So, and so all the viewers who are watching this episode, if you want to take one-on-one classes, definitely you can either email me or you can put it in the comments, so that definitely I will make you reach her somehow. Because meditation right now in our generation, it is the most important, I can say, the most important accessory we need to invest in. It's not about gold, it's not about diamonds. We do invest in, we have to invest in ourselves, not only physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. It's very, very important to invest in ourselves. And meditation, spirituality, these are the very cost free things. There are many people who do make this as a business. So I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about my own relative whom I've known for years, but I didn't know this well about her. Only after talking to her in the afternoon, I came to know. And as soon as I talked to her, the thing which I came to my mind is that I should share it with the family. For me, family is you, because you don't know about me, you don't know about my whatever, you really don't know about me, but you support me for each and everything. So I thought that I should share this information with you as well. And she is Shilpa. I'm again telling you, she helps people at a very beginner level. If you people don't know how to start, she will definitely be of very great help to you. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. This episode is little long, I know it, but I think it is worth it. For me, it is like what paisa vasul. It's not even paisa, it's totally vasul. So thank you very much. Actually, you have taken so much time and effort to tell all these things, and these things are very important even for each and everyone out there. And I'm happy that even I got some information from for you. And in the near future, I'll be taking classes from you as well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
And thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.
I love sharing my experiences.
Seriously.
I love to tell it repeatedly.
Definitely. We'll make some other sessions next time. Again, when we meet, we'll make some other session based on this meditation,
Right.
spirituality, or motivation,
Sure.
whatever on this topics.
Yeah.
And for now, so if you like this episode, please do subscribe to my channel. And also do comment me of how you felt about this episode. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Be healthy. Be happy.